Hi! Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, where Tuesdays are dedicated to Tom Ford beauty. I got the goods. I have the two new eye color quads, Olive Smoke and Peach Glamour. We're going to get into the details. Swatches, we're going to create a couple of looks with both. I'll go see what we've got in the collection that's comparable. You know, all the details, all the things. And I do have some thoughts, but we'll get into that. Shall we? Happy Tom Ford Tuesday! How are we? I truly hope that we're doing well on this beautiful Tuesday morning or whenever you're watching this. Friendly reminder, we have so much to be grateful for. Yes. So let's have a great week because we say so. Okay. So, Olive Smoke and Peach Glamour. These are the two newest eye color quads from Tom Ford. First thing I want to point out, and this is without even swatching or anything, on the packaging it says eye color quads, but online on multiple retailers, because these are now available at multiple retailers, and again everything will be listed and linked down below in the description box for you, but all of them are saying eye color quad crème, meaning the cream formula, which I find to be the most amazing formula. So I'm going to hone in and let's see really what formulation this is, because I don't know, is it Estee Lauder not wanting to put it on the packaging, or is it just not that formulation? We'll find out. I don't find this color story to be very spring. But then again, we can argue and say it doesn't have to be. Why do you think spring colors need to be soft and fresh and pretty? They don't, okay? I do feel like Olive Smoke is more of like a fall color story, but then again, as a person who loves green, a good, gorgeous green color story, this is just, to me, gonna give that green, beautiful color story. But I don't know. I feel like I kind of held off a little bit on this launch of eye color quads because I was like, first of all, I refuse to jump through hoops to give you this amount of money. I feel like, hey, I'll just wait until it's a little more easily accessible and everyone can get it. But that's just me. And I know I review makeup. I'm supposed to be on it, spend all this money. I don't care, get it. No. But again, I don't know. The color story at first, I was like, really? That's coming out now? I also have a little something that I want to incorporate into today's video and share it with you as well. Finding Ferdinand. Now, I did share something from this brand in my recent favorites video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But they sent us a mascara and some more lip products. So I'm excited about that. So let's get into it, shall we? So for starters, packaging is the traditional Tom Ford packaging. Let's start off with number 47 because we're going to go in numerical order. Number 47, Olive Smoke. As per usual, we do get our Tom Ford little dust. This is not a dust bag. It's a little sleeve. I know not everybody loves this, but it's great for travel and great to clean your palette because, you know, they have fingerprints and all the things. We open her up and we do get the two little makeup applicators, which are, I'll never cease to be entertained by the conversations that I see about these little applicators. First of all, I never thought something so simple could irritate so many people. But then at the same time, if you open your mind just a little bit, imagine this. You don't have your brushes for whatever reason, okay? You only have these. I promise you, they work and they do a great job. You see these little sponge applicators? There's nothing cheap about this. This is something that a lot of people use. This mimics your finger application. It applies the product beautifully. And they also have a brush so that you can blend. So I am not mad when I see these in my quads. And what's great is now that I have my daughter who's getting into makeup. She's 15, by the way, so I feel that's quite an appropriate age. But she's doing very minimal. She's not out here with a full beat. But it's inevitable. Her mother, you know, she sees makeup all the time. Any hoots. She now comes and literally takes these. This one in particular, the one that has like the little more pointy And then this, she comes and takes these because she uses a little single and does inner corner highlight every single day. So I find these to be practical, and I'm not mad that they include them still. But those are my 2 cents. Anywho, here's the color story for Olive Smoke. A newer detail that has been added to the packaging is on the back. They give you 1, 2, 3, and 4. They tell you the finish. Woohoo! Still no shade names, but that's fine. 12-month shelf life, made in Italy. So in Olive Smoke, as described when I shared with you on the back, it has 3 shimmery shades and 1 matte. Now with the matte, it's the darkest in the palette, and the shimmers include a vibrant olive green, a soft champagne, and a deep bronze. Looking at the color story, it's giving me that nice mix of rich, earthy tones. So I'm excited about it, although I don't think it's very spring. That's just neither here nor there. That's my personal opinion. Next up, Peach Glamour. Here's the color story. Now this quad is a mix of 3 shimmers and 1 matte, with the darkest shade being a nice, rich brown. Now the shimmers include a soft peach champagne, a really beautiful peachy gold, and then a deeper bronze shimmer. I see the quad as a nice range of warm, glowy tones, and the rich matte brown adds depth to give beautiful definition to your crease and outer corner, and if you want to create like a dramatic look. Looking at the color story, initially it's giving warm glamour that you could totally rock every day, soft and pretties, but then I love that this darker shade, it's giving me take your day look tonight, or make it a more dramatic look for date night. All right, now let's see. What formula is this? Like, to the touch, I don't remember. Doesn't feel like the Crème formula. Or is this a new formula? I don't know. Huh. Very creamy to the touch. Look at that. Ooh, now these are shimmer, okay? Again, it tells you shimmer, but they're not like the chunky, glittery shimmer. So maybe this is a cream, but it doesn't feel like the other creams that we've had, which that next to the wet dry formula is my favorite formulation. But look at these colors. Ooh. Let's see. Very smooth and creamy. Ooh. Look at that black. Okay, that was my fault. Let me fix it. Now I want to just have you see here. It's a little, okay, can you see? Yeah, right there. It's a little crumbly, but I mean, whatever. But I just want to share that with you. But here we go. Olive Smoke, gorgeous. Wow. Very pretty color story. And you see that shine? Oof. Let me hush and swatch Peach Glamour for you. I tell you, the black, it's very intense. I'm having a little hard time getting it off my finger. Very soft and creamy to the touch. But again, the formula doesn't feel like the other Crème formulas that I have, and I have them all. So here we go. Look at, they're like wet. Oh, wow. Look how pretty. These are a lot smoother. Gorgeous colors. Okay, I'm excited. Let's create a couple of looks, shall we? So I hope you don't mind. We start off bare face, just eyebrows. We'll create a couple of looks and then we'll pull everything together. I'll do my base makeup really quick and then we'll do another look, but just want to let you know. So let's start off with Peach Glamour. I'm going to go into this darkest shade. As I'm picking up, I'm not getting any kick up or fallout. So it's definitely a cream formula. See, I don't have any kick up. But again, it doesn't feel like the other cream formulas, and that's like bothering me. Not that it's bothering me, but I think I have gotten accustomed to the other Tom Ford Crème formulas, and this one's just a little bit different. It's a cream, but it's different. All right, so I picked up that darkest shade. I don't have any base, eye base on. We're just going in. So let's focus this darkest shade on the outer eye. Look how nice and easy. Let's get closer. That went on like nice. Okay. I'm going to blend directly in the crease. It is blending very, very easily and quickly. It's like literally blending it for me. It's blending itself. Bringing it up just ever so slightly. You know, this color all on its own, I'm here for it. I feel like I could totally just go in with this for like a soft, smoky look. That was one time in, and I was able to outer eye and blend it. Like, wow. Okay. Okay. I'm looking at my swatches and I feel like I want to go in with this shade, which is this one. So Sonia G Builder Brush. I'm going to pick this up. And again, I'm not getting, this is definitely very creamy. Check that out. See, you can see it's very creamy, packed on the brush very nicely. And that, I'm going to put this on the lid. Wow. This formula allows your application to be nice and intense first time. I'm not seeing myself having to like go in and pick up and build for intensity. It's okay. Okay. I am going to go back into the first brush just to perfect and where the two colors meet. I'm going to turn that brush around, that Sonia G Builder brush, and I'm going to pick up the lightest shade here, which is this shade here, Swatched. So I pick that up, and I'm going to put that on the inner, wow. Just patting where the two colors meet. I'm going to flip around to the side that I used for that lid shade. And just blend and meld. For a shimmer, this is what it says it is, it's not that glittery kind of shimmer. It's just that wet, almost foil kind of look on the lids. Very nice. Let's try out this mascara from Finding Ferdinand. Now this is a tubing mascara. And it says that it's going to create long full lashes with an instant lift. Here's packaging. It's very Finding Ferdinand, which this is one of my favorite products. Their balm. We're going to try some other ones too for our looks today. So let's see. Here is the wand. I really like this brush. It's small, but it's catching all of my little lashes. I got a little Finding Ferdinand lash lift going on. I think it goes well with the eye look. Yeah? Okay. Well, let's create another look with Peach Glamour. I am going to go in with my Sonia G Builder brush. And I want to go into this shade here. And this I want to apply on the center of my lid. We're going to do things a little backwards because honestly, I'm just kind of winging it. I never really have an idea what I want to do. I just let my brush guide. So I'm building up that shade just on the center portion. And now let's go into the darkest shade. Build that up on my brush, and we're going to put that on the beginning. I'm being very light-handed because yes, it's intense, but it doesn't have to be too intense either. So just lightly building and blending that inner and outer, doing a little halo. Lightly blending in the crease. Focusing it in the crease. I'm not going to bring it up like I did over here. I'm going to take that applicator and I'm going to take the little pointy side and I'm going to go into this shade right here. Pick it up, right? And that I'm going to put right here. Back in with that fluffy brush. There's no additional product. I'm just using that to perfect the look. Time for mascara. Mascara really pulls everything together. I really like the wand on this, so that's a good thing. Because the shape and the size, it gets all your lashes and coats them well. Peach Glamour. I don't get peach. I get more gold champagne, but that's okay. Hey, we can call it what we want. But here are our first two looks with Peach Glamour and our Finding Ferdinand mascara. Came together very nicely. These shadows, they're very creamy and they just melt and blend like very easily. This is a really nice formula. Again, it's different than the other cremes. I feel like it's like a little bit creamier. That's kind of where I feel we're headed. And I love the way they look on the lids. I want to try one of the balms that Finding Ferdinand sent. These are the botanical-infused lip balms. Packaging is so cute. Look at the little butterflies. You see my Baccarat butterflies in the back all the time. I love butterflies. This first one is Flutter. This one has like a shimmer. Next up is Papillon. Speaking of, we just did the Chantecaille Papillons collection. Look at this one. I just love how these feel on the lips. Very nourishing, very easy. I love that. And then we have Chrysalis. This one's clear, completely clear. There's that first one with the little soft peach tint with the shimmer. The pink one you can see is a soft pinky tint. And then the clear, it's just completely clear. All right, let's swatch Flutter. These are nice and practical because you know you're going to use them. The great thing is that, yes, this has the little micro glitters, but they're just that micro. You can't feel them. They're not scattering all over, and I love the soft little tint that I have. My lips are nicely hydrated and comfortable. I'll take it. And Finding Ferdinand, I have been enjoying the products that I've been trying so far, so I wanted to share them with you, and I'm glad I could incorporate them in today's look. Okay, let's create a look with Olive Smoke. Bring it on. The name says everything. Everything. So, although I said the color story of this palette doesn't give me spring vibes, it doesn't mean I'm not excited about this color story because personally I love colors like this. So I'm actually going to create 3 looks with this palette. So today we're going to have a total of 5 looks from our new quads. This is an eye basic brush from Chantecaille. I am going to go into, let's go into this shade, this one. And again, this formula, you're picking up, you're not getting like any kick up or anything. Look at that. Super creamy. Love it. Okay. Let's place this on the outer eye. Let's build that shade on the outer eye. So I'm really just putting this on majority of the lid and just blending it in the crease. Yeah, would be gorgeous as a one and done with a nice wing. That's pretty. It gives just enough. I like that. I feel like these are going to be nice one and done colors because, I mean, who doesn't love a nice easy one and done, right? And then let's go into the lightest shade. Same thing. It's nice and creamy, picking up, not getting any kick up, any scatter, anything. There we go. Look at the brush. You can see it's nice and creamy on the brush and it's on there. Wow. Okay. Let's put this on the beginning portion. And let's merge together. So we're going to pat where the 2 colors meet. Yes. That is so pretty. Here's what I really like. Right away, where the two colors meet, the blend, the ombre, if you will, the meld. Yes. And I can't take the credit. The formula. Look. Going in with the applicator. I can't find my brush, so let's go in with the applicator. I'm gonna pick up the black shade. Just gonna pack that all over. Okay. Super close to the lash line. Okay, now we're gonna do a little baby wing. Yep, that's nice. I like the imperfect little wings because I feel like I like using them per se as just definition to the eyes. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be too big. And it doesn't have to go like all the way in either if you don't want it to. Mascara. First look. I'm feeling it. I like it. It's fun. And I love, again, how everything just melted and melded together very easily. Shall we create another look? Chico to GSN 10. Let's go into the black. And look. I'm not getting any fallout from the black. Yay! So I don't have a lot of product on here. I want to make a soft wash of that black shade all over. Okay. This formula is going to be really great when you want to do a smoky eye. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like a over-the-top, super dramatic smoky eye either. I went in one time with my brush. And look at that. Yeah. I'm going to bring it up just a little. I'm going to go back in so we can intensify it just a little bit. Wow. You see this formula and the way that it's blending with my fluffy brush for the black shade? You don't have to be intimidated when it comes to creating rich, just the true original smoky eyes. Look at that. Yeah, we're just gonna leave this. I don't even feel the need to go create anything more as far as like put another color, this or that. I want to show you the easiest smoky eye I've ever done. That's great. Mascara. First two looks, and I say first because we're gonna do one more because we haven't touched that green yet. I'm saving it. Here we go. I went in with a very soft, traditional black smoky eye. I mean, why not? And then this. So we used Flutter on our first two looks. Let's go in with Papillon, which is the pink. See that pretty pink tint? Yeah, let's try that one. And this one doesn't have any shimmer. Glides so nicely. Very comfortable, very hydrating. And you give it a little bit, it's going to warm up and give you pretty pink tint on the lips. So here we go. All right, final look. Look how much brighter Papillon has gotten on my lips. I did my face makeup, so we've had a little bit of time for everything to warm up and get nice and bright. I know, I didn't swatch it in the right area, but right there you can see it got nice and pink. And on the lips, look, so pretty. And again, super, super comfortable. Okay. Base makeup is done. Let's do our final look with Olive Smoke. And yes, we're going into that gorgeous green star of the show shade. With my Chikuhodo GSN 10 brush, we're going into the black shade. And we're going to start, oh, I did use whatever concealer I had left and I brought it up on my lids. So we're going to start off with the black shade. We're going to apply that on the outer eye. Outer eye and blend. Just going to do placement right now and then we'll perfect it. What's nice, right, and that I'm noticing is, I'm sure a lot of this, when we're working with darker colors, we have to maybe be a little bit more careful. With this, I like that with the black shade, I still feel in control, meaning I'm not going in and it's so overly intense that I can't feel like I can fix it. So like right now, I'm trying to make sure everything's even and I'm building as I go. I don't have to start with so much product. I still have the ability to go in with what I need, blend it, perfect it, and go from there. And it's doing so nicely. All right, so I focused on the outer eye solely, and then now we're gonna blend into the crease. And again, I haven't gone in with any more product. Precision blend brush from Chantecaille. I'm going to go into the black shade and work on the lower lash, but the outer lower lash. Focus there. And then with the fluffy brush, blend. I feel like this is the star of the show, but the entire palette is the star. So just, you know, excited about this shade. We're going to pick it up, pack it on our Eye Basic brush from Chantecaille. Look. Nice. And let's apply. Oh, yes. Excuse me, what? I got fallout. Do you see it? I'm so sad. Okay. Okay, it's fine. We'll clean it up, but I wanted to share. I'm going to touch up the black, speaking of, and we're going to also go and blend in the crease so everything is as cohesive as possible. Need to guard my under eyes, so I am going to put some powder down there. I'm also going to try another brush. I don't know. Maybe it was the brush. So let's go back into the Sonia G Builder brush into that green shade. Pack that on my brush. Went on the same way. I don't know. And then let's apply. It's a little bit, but definitely not as much. So it might have been the brush. So that might have been my fault, which is, hey. Black shade. Kind of perfect it. Yeah, I think it was the brush. Would you definitely think it was the brush? Interesting. Because the fallout, and I have a bright powder on there, you would see the fallout. Huh, okay. Something to note. With the Precision Blend brush from Chantecaille, the same one we used with the black shade for the lower lash, I'm going in to that green shade. Right in the center portion of the lower lash. And then whatever's left to bring it forward just a touch. I'm going to mix these two shades. I did clean off my brush. All right, so I think I fixed this. I had to literally redo pretty much this whole side of my face. Hopefully it doesn't look weird. Let's go in with mascara. Listen, I love a good dramatic look, so I'm gonna put a couple of coats of mascara. Let's see. Back into Papillon. I like this pinky tone it gave me, but still soft and subtle and natural. So it works with this eye look. And I know, it's Tom Ford Tuesday, Monique. This is not Tom Ford, but guess what? I really have enjoyed the products that I have tried so far from Finding Ferdinand, and I just wanted to include it and share it with you. Disaster averted. Use the wrong brush. So, as creamy and as nice as this formulation is, the right brush is everything. Okay, feeling pretty good about our final look. I have to say, this is nice. Okay, let me go see what I've got that I think is comparable, and then we'll talk. Okay, so I found one that I want to compare, and I feel is good enough to compare to Olive Smoke, and then to Peach Glamour. Now, I do want to reiterate something to you that I had mentioned in the beginning of today's video. This is cream. This is definitely a creme formulation, but it feels and looks a little different to the creme that we have already. And I also want to point out that on the actual packaging, you see it says Eye Color Quad Creme. And then on the new one, which is a creme formula, it doesn't. It just says Eye Color Quad. So there's that. So let's start off with our first comparable quad that I want to see, because I don't know yet. And it's probably, other than Last Dance, which is an oldie but a goodie, it's the only one that I have that has green that is similar but not, because there's no black. And yeah, I don't know. Let's okay, look, here we go. So here is Olive Smoke, and here is Veloris Khaki. I love this. Oh my goodness. You can see that just by looking, the formulas look different, but they're both creme formulas. I've gotten so much use out of this palette. But you can see, even with the finger swatches, you can see the formula is different. I promise, I know what I'm talking about, I promise. They're both very creamy to the touch, and they're cremes, but they're different. Okay, so let's do a side by side. Definitely not exact same color story, but I wanted to pull it and share with you. And honestly, this is the closest thing I've got. So I said, you know what, let's do it rather than nothing. So here we go. Veloris Khaki and Olive Smoke. Yeah, very different. And that's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Very different. Yes, yes, yes. But you know what? We needed to know and we needed to see. So we're seeing. Now, with the comparisons, if I didn't pull one that you may have wanted to see, or you think of it later, comment it down below. I will give you a swatch comparison and I'll post it on the community tab here. So just let me know if I didn't pull one that you thought was comparable. Okay, so for Peach Glamour, I have a wet dry formula that I saw it and I was like, let's see. Okay, it is Suspicion. So here's Peach Glamour and here is Suspicion. I don't know, let's see. Let's see. As far as formula, I love the wet dry formula. It to me is the closest you're gonna get to a creme without technically being a creme. Ooh, look at that. See that shine? Yes. You understand why I pulled this now, right? Yeah. You will understand when you see them. Oh, wow. Excuse me, pardon, excuse me. I truly feel that Suspicion is the wet dry variation of Peach Glamour. They are, yeah, these are close. Wow. These are close. These are very close. Close enough. Wow. So honestly, I can say right now with my whole chest, if you have Suspicion and love Suspicion, you're going to love Peach Glamour, but you don't need it. look. I think they're close enough. Oh my goodness. I have one more. And this one is in the, what I like to categorize as the traditional formulation from Tom Ford. It is Golden Mink. And I think that these are worth comparing side by side. Let's swatch and let's see. Not comparable. No, no, no. But suspicion, 100%. Look at that. Okay. Solid comparisons, yeah? I'm not overwhelmed with them. Definitely feel like we found something with Suspicion and Peach Glamour. Yes, they're all wet dry so that this darkest shade is not going to come off as intense as the Peach Glamour, but they are comparable enough to where, hey, you have one, you don't need it. So here are my 2 cents, maybe 25 cents, maybe $1 on the 2 new quads from Tom Ford. Formula, again, this is definitely a creme formulation, but it feels and looks a little different to the existing creme formulation. And again, all around online, they're listed as creme formula, but on the actual packaging, it doesn't say that. So I don't know, but yes, the formula is a creamy, smooth and pigmented, beautiful formulation. Now you saw when I used certain brushes, I had no fallout. And for whatever reason, I went in with that one particular brush and I got a good amount of fallout. So keep all of that in mind. But overall, performance was really, really good. The products applied very easy to work with. Blend. They're so creamy. They're so soft and pigmented, but you're still able to go in lightly and build accordingly. So I really like that. This color story I find to be the least unique of the 2 versus this one that you're gonna have a little more fun with this. This one's not for your everyday, although it could be used as such. Because if you just go in with these 2 for your everyday one and dones, go in with a little wing, mascara, beautiful, very wearable. And then go into the darker shades for when you want more. I love that I was able to share and create a smoky eye, a black smoky eye with just that one shade, and it blended really nicely, was beautiful. You can go in with this for liner, have fun with it. This of the 2 is the one I am leaning towards a little bit more, only because this is not as unique, but that's not to say it's not beautiful. The color story is very, very pretty. Okay, we're talking very wearable, nice, gorgeous shades, and this rich brown shade, oh, I love brown smoky eyes a lot more than I like black smoky eyes. So I like that a lot. One thing I will say is, yes, these 3 lighter shades are all different tones and such. But I'm saying to myself, are they different enough for all 3 of them to be in the one palette? Because they all kind of, yeah, they're different enough to, yeah, I know they're different, but ultimately, it just looks like a golden, warm, champagne-y eye on the lid, you know? Color on the lid, if you know what I mean. So beautiful, practical, realistic, something you'll use. But of the 2, I find this one to be just a little bit more unique. The Olive Smoke. Again, beautiful performing products, and I'm still sticking to this is not giving spring. I mean, it's giving earthy, smoky, gorgeous goodness. And I mean, I feel like we've been conditioned to darker, richer colors for fall, lighter, fresher colors for spring. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts, my opinions. 2 new Tom Ford palettes, a gorgeous mascara from Finding Ferdinand, and Balms. Let me know what you guys think about all of the products and how are we feeling about these quads from Tom Ford. Let's talk about it. Comment down below. Happy Tom Ford Tuesday, everyone. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you. Take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.